Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Darkatous right now, and we got some World at War gameplay to talk about Black Ops 2 backwards compatible. Now, of course, obviously, I don't know anything on the decision of it, but I honestly just want to bring a solution to solve the problem that Activision are having because they want to make money off of Black Ops 2 because they see it as a big money maker. But we don't want a remake, obviously, not a remake. We don't want to like remaster like Modern Warfare Remastered is, because we're gonna have a completely different game from what it was, and then they're gonna add a shit ton of supply drops. This is the way that honestly, not only would they make money off of this game, but like other games that are Call of Duty that are as popular on the old gen consoles. It's kind of a little bit not like backwards compatible works on Xbox, but at least they're gonna make a lot of money through the PS4 side. And I'm sorry for you guys, I'm also want to use obviously have both consoles, but like let's be honest, Sony ain't gonna do none of that crap, and Activision needs to make money off of this, honestly, for them to even like consider this option to get Black Ops 2 backwards compatible. And then this is honestly, like, even though you're gonna be paying for it, it's gonna be at least worth your money, and you get content out of this for your console in the form of Call of Duties from old past. So similar to like how they do on Xbox One backwards compatible, we will get these games, but here's obviously the part that's gonna like not hurt me, but it's gonna probably hurt somewhat of your wallet if you have it like not too free to spend kind of a wallet, or like, you know what I'm saying. Like, I know that sometimes I probably be like, hey yo, I could buy this game right now, and I usually end up doing it because I bought the Call of Dead DLC honestly for Black Ops 1. But that's not the point right now. Sometimes we all want to say, hey, we don't want to pay all this stuff for this, but like this, you have an option, honestly. And this is a way that like whenever you can, you buy it if you want to, a specific Call of Duty that's like from backwards compatible. But not only that, Activision's gonna make money off of that, and that's gonna make them get motivated for making this happen, and thus backwards compatibility, paying for the game again, whatever, it's gonna be the same thing that's basically going to give more revenue to Activision off of this, but it's gonna be really more heavy revenue off the PlayStation 4. And on top of that, like, yeah, we Xbox users might honestly have a little bit of a advantage, but here's the way that you can actually kind of make it your money's worth. Again, not a remake, we don't need that whole remake thing, but just amp up like the graphics. Don't do that whole crap Activision where like you did with Modern Warfare Remastered, where some of the lighting in the original map like ruins the gameplay compared to like what Call of Duty 4 used to be. Because I've seen gameplay honestly, and I never played the game. I'm not gonna be acting like I've played it, but I can tell a good Call of Duty in gameplay mechanics when I see it. Don't do this. Just like amp up the graphics to slightly better, but don't do anything that has to do with like making it all remastered. We don't want a remastered, we want a remake, but then keep a good lighting and graphics and all that kind of stuff to not mess up the gameplay. And that way they don't have to, like, you know, add supply drop, but like this way they still make money because people are gonna actually want to buy this. So make the Call of Duties that used to be on PS3 a remake and have people had to buy it. Now obviously each the same full price that it used to be originally. That's gonna be bullcrap. Let's make it like this. Call of Duty World at War costs $20 on Xbox, costs $20 on here too. But what do we get on, maybe 25 actually, but what do we get from the PS4 that we don't get on Xbox? And yes, we gotta buy the DLC separate, honestly, come on, we gotta make some sacrifices, I guess, as a gamer. But what do we get that Xbox don't get? You get better graphics, slightly better than what you're seeing right now in this gameplay. Same for Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, but Black Ops 1 should be around $30 to $40. Black Ops 2, here's what we get to the like serious debate, honestly, because the whole video and commentary, it's really revolving around Black Ops 2. Have the game cost around 40 to like 60, close to 60. I'm not trying to like make this thing have a complete expensive thing, honestly, like a complete new game, but close like 40 to 50, honestly. And then that's not even including the fact that we will probably buy the DLCs that we prefer, and then like it has a lot of camos, honestly, that you can buy. they're gonna be making revenue. PS4 will also be able to like have this game, but it's gonna be slightly better because it's a remake but not a remastered, because it's a little bit amped up on the graphics, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And then kind of like what they did with some zombies maps, actually, like the Giant, if you remember that from Black Ops 1. Slightly a little bit like fixed, tweaked, and all that kind of stuff, but for a whole entire game. So for the whole entire game, or games, but like basically we all end up winning. And again, PS4 is gonna make some sacrifices. I will keep repeating this because I don't want like to have any hate and they'd be like, oh my god, this and that. But like, we can get Black Ops 2 on Xbox 2 as well, obviously, that's the whole point. Then they're gonna make most of the revenue off of like PlayStation, and PlayStation might have to bump up the graphics, and it's gonna make them revenue on their side, so that's what's gonna be favoring, I guess, in a sense, because there are people that like preference to a specific console, or people like me that have both. But either way, we will probably be buying DLCs and this and that, honestly, so it's not gonna be something like they're not gonna get revenue on the Xbox side, but they're gonna get revenue nonetheless. This is my personal solution, and I would like honestly to see this happen. If I do, I would even be love to like have this thing shared around and get some credit to me, because I thought of this. Maybe some other people thought of this too, honestly. Like, obviously you can share them too, but like I would like to be one of those to be shared, because I kind of thought of this right now and said, hey, let me make a video on this. But hit that like button if you agree with anything that I'm saying, if this sounds like a good idea business wise, and not so much thinking about it as like, oh, this shit's gonna be so expensive for all these games, but like, because you can buy this game Black Ops 2 right now if it's like backwards compatible in the way that I'm saying it for PS4. You could buy like literally right now, and then in a month or two or whatever time works for you, like money expenses or whatever, you can buy the other ones, and which ones you want to buy. Like there's basically World At War, Black Ops 1, and then Black Ops 2, obviously. So like, that's my idea. Hit that like button if you agree, and it's been your boy Darkatous, and I'm out. Peace.